Hi there, I'm Paul, and in this tutorial I will show you how to make that graffiti on the wall. It's pretty simple. I will show you how to make the text, adjust the color, and make it look like it's a little bit worn and old. We're gonna use Photoshop and Blender. So let's start it. Okay, first we will need a font. You can use any font you like. It could be one of the Adobe fonts. There's also many websites with free fonts. I found some graffiti fonts on 1001fonts.com. Just make sure that whatever you're downloading, you are allowed to use it. Like it's free for commercial or personal use. Or just buy one if you want to. The font I will be using is the Battle Continuez. I will leave the link in the description. It's the font made by Chris Hansen and it works pretty good. It's free for personal use and free for commercial use. Just download TTF file, place it in your font folder, and now we will make our own sign in Photoshop. Create new project. Resolution doesn't matter. Most important part is that the background needs to be transparent. The shader works the best with transparent background. Press create. Here we need to choose our text tool. On the right hand side we need to find our font, the Battle Continuez, and we can type in our text. After that, we can move the text to the center. Now let's just export it as PNG file. Let's call it Old Graffiti. Save. And now we can proceed to Blender. Okay, I got a ready scene. I made it just recently. You can check out my Instagram. This image will be there. Let me delete the original graffiti. As you can see, I'm using cycles here. Now, if I press Shift and right click somewhere on the wall, it will place the cursor over there. I'm using Images as Planes add-on, which you need to activate first. Now I will add an image that we created in Photoshop. Press Shift A, image, Images as Planes, and that's our image. Import Images as Planes. Let's scale it a little bit. Here in our shader window we got three nodes: image texture, principled shader, and material output. First we need to add some color. So we're gonna add mix RGB node. Place it in between image texture and principled volume. Now we'll have to move the factor all the way up to 1. And every time when you change the color to, it will change the color of your graffiti. So there we go. Let's make it a little bit purple. Okay, now we want to make it old and worn, so we're gonna add transparent shader, then mix shader. So Shift A, shader, mix shader, plug it in between principled and material output node. Now let's plug transparent shader to the second shader slot in mix shader. This will make it a little bit more transparent, but we want transparency only in certain areas. So we need to drive that factor in mix shader with noise texture. So I will add noise texture and color ramp node. Now we need to plug it all together. So let's plug noise texture factor to color ramp factor and color output from color ramp. to mix shader. Next we'll move the sliders slightly towards the center of our color ramp node. You can already see some transparency showing up here and there. I will also change vector type in the noise texture node from 3D to 4D. This will give me a little bit more control over that transparency factor. Now let's change that W value to something I like. Let's say here, and let's play a little bit with the color ramp as well. That looks pretty good actually. A little bit worn, old graffiti. I will change also that white color. I will make it slightly gray so it won't be completely transparent. Looks not bad. The best part of this is that you are not limited only to one color. You can add some discoloration effect. If we will add another color ramp node and another noise texture node, let's plug noise factor to color ramp and our color ramp to the second color in mix RGB node. Now I will change the color from black to deep blue and white to purple. And if I play a little bit with those sliders, it will add that discoloration effect like in the old graffiti. And that looks pretty good. Quick and easy way to add some graffiti. You can also use this shader with any other image, like this biohazard symbol. I made it exactly the same way, but with original color. Just a quick tip before I end this video. If you have an uneven surface and you would like your graffiti to stick to that surface, there's a pretty easy way to do it. If you select your graffiti, press tab to go to edit mode, then on top from edit menu select subdivide, give it a good number of subdivisions, like 70 should be enough. Press tab again to go to object mode, then on the right hand side from modifiers tab select shrink wrap modifier, set as target your uneven surface, and if you have any artifacts like that, you can set offset to 0.01. And now your graffiti should stick nicely to your uneven surface. So that will be it for today, and see you in the next video.